أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well. And can everyone hear me loud and clearly?
Yes, Sheikh.
Brilliant. So we were on lesson number 9 and we did the points to remember, but it was overwhelming for everyone. And I will go through them again, as I mentioned in class, that I'll go through them again just to make it clear for everyone. So inshallah, I'm going to start from these points to remember, and I will ask Sister Farhana Zaidi, as you were absent from the class last week, to come on the mic and let's go through the lesson. Points to remember. Did you get a chance to listen to the recording, Sister Farhana? Alaikum salam. Did you get a chance to listen to the recording?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go through the lesson. But didn't understand it fully.
Didn't understand much.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm going to do. Because even the other students who were in class, they found it quite overwhelming. So I'll go through this lesson and I'll explain it again. Bismillah.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Points to remember. In this lesson, we learned the following. Number 1, the nasb ending of the sound feminine plural. We have learned earlier that the normal nasb ending of a noun are, for example, in al-bayta jadidun, qara'atul kitaba.
So tell me what's happening here. Why al-kitaba is mansub and why al-bayta is mansub? On what grounds is it mansub?
Al-bayta is mansub because of inna.
What does inna do?
Inna makes the mubtada mansub.
Not the mubtada, that's the wrong word.
It's the two things, khabar of inna and ism of inna.
Yeah, correct.
And qara'atul kitaba is because al-kitaba is object here. So that's
correct.
maf'ul. So
yes.
I read the book. That's why maf'ul are always mansub.
Correct. Continue.
Now we learned that the nasb ending of a noun in the sound feminine plural form is e instead of a. So ra'aytul abna'a wal banati. I saw the sons and the daughters. Al abna'a wal banati.
Okay.
So here al abna'a is both are objects, abna'a and banati. So abna'a is a mansub because it's object. Banati is because of the sound feminine plural that you discussed last time.
You've made that point very smoothly and you passed off.
I know. So like I don't want you to explain it again for me, but I will.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Sound feminine plural. So the word banato is sound feminine plural. So explain what do you understand? If you don't understand, I'll explain. That's not an issue at all. So don't worry, I'll do it. Now the word banato, the singular is bintun.
Yeah.
So the singular is bintun. So what's happened is that we've added alif and a flat ta. So whenever a noun in its plural, alif and a flat ta is added, it's deemed as a sound feminine plural.
Okay.
So now let me go to the other slide because I know the rest of the class is going to be probably in the same boat. Now, let me make this bigger. Now, last week we did this and I showed this slide. Now, normally a noun, like it was explaining, Like we have Mufrad Munsarif Sahih, Ja'a Zaydun, Zayd came, correct?
Yeah.
Now Zaydun is in the state of Halatul Raf, Dhamma. So you get the Dhamma Tanween. So because it's the fa'il, as we know, in Arabic there's a saying, kullu fa'ilin marfu'un, kullu fa'ilin marfu'un wa kullu maf'ulin mansubun. This is the universal saying that all subjects, all doers of a verb are in the nominative case, and all objects of a verb are in the accusative case. So Zaydun is getting a dhamma tanween because it's the fa'il of ja'a, correct? Now ra'aytu Zaydan. What's happening here?
Here Zaydan is maf'ul, object. So as you said, objects are always mansub. So that's
Correct.
why it has Zaydan.
Correct. And the other one, marartu bi Zaydin. What's happening here?
So here be came, which
Yep.
is harf jar.
Yep.
So that's why it makes bizaydin, like we have
Correct.
two kasra tanween.
Correct. Now this i'rab, mufrad munsarif sahih, when the last letter is not a weak letter. Now this is the actual original i'rab harakat of, because as you know that all nouns have three states: halatul raf, halatul nasb, and halatul
Jar.
These are the three states. Now, when the nouns then are subdivided according to the last letter, whether it's a weak letter or whether it's a non-weak letter, or whether it's a broken plural, or whether it's a sound masculine plural, or whether it's a sound feminine plural. Now, this book is talking about the sound feminine plural. So let me now go to the sound feminine plural, which is over here. Jam al-mu'annaf as-salim. So this is the sound feminine plural. Now, in the state of halatul raf, it has alif and a ta with a dhamma tanween on top. So like the normal noun, dhamma tanween. So hunna muslimatun. So this the dhamma tanween is been given at the end like a normal noun, which we understand. In the state of raf, it gets a dhamma tanween. For example, if I would say the female Muslim ladies came, how would you say that? The verb is ja'a. So make it female. Ja'at.
Ja'at
Muslimatun. Ja'at muslimatun, correct. So muslimatun is getting a dhamma tanween because it's the fa'il. Now, because this is jama mu'annas salim, now in the state of nas, normally we did before that a noun in the case of nas gets a fatha tanween, correct?
Yeah.
Now the jama mu'annas salim, like ra'aytu Zaydan, gets a here Zaydan is getting a fatha tanween. However, this jama mu'annas salim, the kasra tanween in the state of nasab represents the fatha tanween. Ra'aytu, who did us ra'aytu? Who is doing the action? I am doing. What are you seeing?
Muslimatun.
Exactly. Muslim. So the ladies are the objects. So normally we should have said muslimatan, fatha tanween. Because there's sound feminine plural, the kasra tanween in the accusative, in the case of halatul nasb, represents fatha tanween. So kasra tanween is being given to a maf'ul bihi, when normally a maf'ul bihi gets a fatha tanween. Does that make sense now to you?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah. So it's a rule basically that you need to remember.
That's a rule. That's a rule, exactly. And when we go to in the halatul jar, the normal state happens that halatul jar, alif and a kasra tanween. So marartu
Muslimatin.
بمسلمة
بمسلمات.
مسلمات. So it gets the kasra tanween because of ba harf jar. But the only difference is that in the state of nasab, it doesn't take a fatha tanween, but it takes a kasra tanween. So halatul nasb and halatul jar are both exactly
The same.
the same. Is that clear for the rest of the class? As I did explain it quite lengthy last time in class. Is this clear, Sister Bunisa? Sister Batul, Sister Kulthum, Mukarrama, Sabira Kanji. Is this clear from last week?
Yes, Sheikh.
Sister Sabira Kanji, is that clear for you now?
Yes.
Alaikum assalam. Yeah, so I'm repeating this again because I know this is majority of the people who are non-Arabs like us. When we learn Arabic, majority of the students struggle on this, trying to understand this. So that's the reason why I'm repeating it, so that everyone has a robust understanding, inshallah. Right. So let's finish this off. So in this lesson, both al-abna. So read this again, Sister Farhana, so that you can absorb this information and understand it completely.
Okay. From the start?
No, from this. In this sentence, both al-abna.
In this sentence, both al-abna'a and al-banati are objects of the verb ra'aytu, and so they are mansub. The noun al-abna'a has the regular a ending, but the noun al-banati has the e ending because it is found feminine plural, which ends at at.
Correct. Now what's happening now? Now they're giving you an example of the sound feminine plural with a regular noun as well. So you will see that the one noun gets a fatha, the other noun gets a kasra when they are coming as the object for a verb. Let's go. Bismillah.
Here are some more examples. خلق الله السماوات
No. Who is the khalaqa? Who created?
Allah created.
So Allah is the fa'il. Can it be khalaq Allah is correct?
خلق الله السماوات والأرض.
Correct.
Allah created the heavens and the earth.
Correct.
So here samawati is sound feminine plural, that's why it has kasra.
Correct.
And al-arz is a normal object, so that's why it has nasb.
Correct. And the next one?
قرأت الكتب والصحف والمجلات. I read the books, the newspapers, and the magazines. So here, قرأت, I read. So these are all objects, al-kutubu, as-suhufu, and al-majallat. So al-kutuba and as-suhufa are broken plurals.
Correct.
So they have nasb. Al-majallati is the sound feminine plural. That's why it has kasra.
Brilliant. Has that clarified your doubt or your misunderstanding or your not understanding this lesson? Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. We can finish this last one off, and then I'll bring someone else on the mic.
Okay. إن الإخوة والأخوات في البيت أخواتي في البيت. Indeed, the brothers and sisters are at home. الإخوة والأخوات. So here al-ikhwata is a broken plural, so that's why it has fatha. And akhawati is sound feminine plural, that's why it has kasra.
Excellent.
Remember that the nasb and jar endings are the same in the sound feminine plural form.
100% understood?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Right. Can I request, you're welcome. I'm going to request who's going to be the next person? Assalamu alaikum. Majid Qasmi, are you there?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sorry, I'm late. I've been occupied.
You just don't, okay. So, get into class and get into the actual mode of learning. So give me a couple of minutes. Okay, let's then bring Sister Sabira Kanji. Can you come on the mic, please?
Yes.
Let's start from Inna Talibati fil Hafilati.
Innal talibati fil hafilati. Indeed, the female students are in the buses. Here, at-talibati is mansub because of inna, and al-hafilati is majroor because of the preposition fi, but both have the e ending.
Is that clear for you? Because the word at-talibat in the genitive and accusative case take the same harakat. So one is in the state of nas. Second example, fil hafilati, is in the genitive case. Is that clear?
Yes, because of inna, yeah.
Continue. Number 2.
Okay. We have learned that ra'aytuka means I saw you, and ra'aytuhu means I saw him.
Mhm.
Now we learn the use of the pronoun of the first person, me. Note the following. Ra'aytani, you saw me. Khalaqani, Allahu. Allah created me.
So you can already read khalaqanillahu.
Khalaqanillahu.
Yeah.
Allah created me. Sa'alanil mudarrisu. The teacher asked me.
Excellent. So if you want to talk about me, you always add the noon between the ya. Khalaqani, sa'alani.
Yeah.
Right.
The pronoun of the first person is only e, but na is added between the verb and the pronoun e, so that the final vowel of the verb may not be affected due to e.
Okay, let me explain this. So if we had, so khalaqani, if the noon wasn't there and we just had a ya, and then what would have happened? Because there's a ya and there's a qaf with a fatha, then we would have had to change the harakat. We would have to make it khalaqi.
Okay.
So that's the reason why we add a noon between the two so that it's separated and there's no changes of the actual harakat of the verb itself. So that's the reason why this is called noon al-wiqaya. It protects the final vowel of the verb from omission. So that is the whole thing. There's no point reading the rest because it's just pointless because it's easier to explain. So the noon has come to protect the harakat of the last letter of the verb, and the ya is for me. That's it. Don't worry about the rest of it. Take time with the class. Number 3, go ahead.
Okay. How to say in Arabic, how beautiful is this car? What a beautiful car this is. This is expressed in Arabic by ما أجمل هذه السيارة. This is called فعل تعجبي,
Correct.
i.e. verb of wonder, and has the form ما أفعله. One can use the pronouns who or any other pronoun in the accusative or replace it by a mansub noun. Example, ما أطيبك, how good you are. Ma afkaraha, how poor she is.
So you are using the pronouns or a noun after it, ma atyabaka or ma afqaraha. So this is the pattern, always it comes on the pattern of ma af'alahu. And let's continue over here now. Instead of having after ma akthara, we're not having any pronouns, but we are having nouns here now. And the noun which comes after it is always mansub, coming with a fatha.
Okay. Ma aktharan nujuma, how numerous the stars are. Ma ashala hada darsa, how easy this lesson is. Want me to do point 4?
Yeah, the number 4. So for those people from the fast track group, this is what I was explaining in the previous lesson with yourselves on lesson number 6 or 7 we were on. So at this point will be good for yourselves. Go ahead, number 4.
Okay. We have learnt in book 2 that the noun after ya takes only one dhamma. Example, Ya Hamid, Ya Bilalu, Ya Ustadu, Ya Waladu. Now, if the noun after ya is mudaf, it is mansub. Example, Ya binta Bilalin, O daughter of Bilal. Ya ukhta Muhammadin, O sister of Muhammad. Ya ibna akhi, O son of my brother. Ya Rabbal Ka'bati, O Lord of the Kaaba. Ya Abdullahi, O servant of Allah. Ya Abu Bakrin, O Abu Bakr. Literally, O father of Bakr. Note that the mansub form of Abu is Abba. Ya
Originally, so the word Abu, so normally the word, whenever the word Abun and Akhun comes mudaf to a pronoun or a noun, in the state of Raf, it's waw. A waw is added, Abu Bakr. And when it comes in the state of Nasab, the waw changes to an alif. So that's the reason why it's Ya Aba Bakr, as also Ya Aba Abdullah from Imam Hussain al-Islam.
Yeah. Okay.
Ya Rabbana, and that one there, great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring, what's this one here? Sister, okay, sister, brother Sayyid Sajid, Bismillah. And then I'll bring Sister Butul.
Sure. We have learned in book 2 that the noun after come, how many, is singular and mansub. But if the word come is preceded by a preposition, the noun following it may be majroor or mansub, e.g. Thumma riyalan indak. No, come riyalan indak. How many reals have you? Become rialin hadehi. No, hada. How many reals does this cost?
So become Rialan or Rialin Hada. So because of Ba, it can either come Rialan or Rialin, and both are not correct.
So we can have both.
Yeah, that's right.
Here, both rialan and rialin are permissible because of the proposition ba. Is that ba?
Yep.
Okay, because I was thinking of mistakenly.
No.
In the same way, we can say fi kam yomin in how many days? When the interrogative ma is preceded by a proposition, the alif of ma is dropped, e.g. Bima, bima. So yeah.
So the actual, whenever Ba comes before a preposition, the alif of the Ma is dropped. So Li and Ma becomes Lima.
Lima.
Continue, please.
Mimma min ma. So from what? Note that the noun none of min. Noon of min assimilated to mim of ma. Min plus ma, mimma.
Correct.
Amma and ma, about what? Note the noon of an has been assimilated to mim of ma. Amma, amma.
Correct. So Amma yatasa'alun anin naba'il azim.
Okay. We have learned the relative pronouns alladhi, singular, and allati.
No, alladhi is mas means singular, feminine, and allati is singular. So alladhi is masculine, singular, and allati is singular, feminine.
Okay, feminine.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Alladhi masculine, singular, and allati feminine, singular. Now we learn their plural forms. The plural of alladhi is alladina, and that of allati is allati. Here are some examples. Masculine singular. الرجل الذي خرج من مكتب المدير مدرس جديد. The man who left the headmaster's office is a new teacher. So alladhi here.
Yep, that's alladhi, because ar-rajulu is singular, so alladhi is used. But before the actual the relative pronoun, if is a plural noun, then the relative pronoun would also come plural as well. So here it is coming alladhina.
Alladhina.
Because ar-rijalu is plural.
Okay. Masculine plural is ar-rijalu alladhina kharaju min maktab al-mudiri mudarrisuna jududun.
Right.
The men who left the headmaster's office are new teachers. So it's plural here.
Yep.
Female singular, الطالبات التي جلست أمام المدرسة بنت المديرة. The female student who sat in front of the lady teacher is headmistress' daughter. Female plural, الطالبات. Sorry?
So remember the alladhina is for masculine plural, and allati is the feminine, is plural, feminine plural.
Feminine plural, yeah. الطالبات اللاتي جلسنا أمام المدرسة بنات المديرة. The female students who sat in front of lady teacher are the headmistress' daughters. We have learned the particle which turns a statement into a question. If the noun following it has alif lam, the R changes to e.g. al-mudarrisu qala lak. So it has a madda on it.
Yeah, that's right. Al-mudarris, al-yawm.
Al-mudarrisu. So here al-mudarrisu qala lak. So did the teacher tell you al-mudarrisu? So al-yawma ra'aytahu. Al-yawma ra'aytahu. Did you see him today?
Correct.
So the both mean the same. They don't change the meaning, do they?
No, it doesn't change the meaning. It doesn't change the because there's a ruling of when two hamzas gather together, they are joined and they pretty much made one. That's a ruling.
Right.
That's what happens.
So this is where we
And then
هذا الطالب سألك. هذا الطالب سألك. Did this student ask you?
No. هذا الطالب سألك. This student asked you. So هذا الطالب سألك. This student asked you. So this is the actual original. Then ahada, changing that to a question.
Okay.
So you add the in the beginning, and it changes the whole thing into a question format.
Oh, right. So the final ya, which is pronounced alif, is written alif when a pronoun of jar or nasb is attached to the word, e.g. ma'na, meaning, ma'nahu, its meaning. Kawahu, kawa, he ironed it. At-tulabu jududul khamsa. The 5 new students, here the number is used as adjective, and so it comes after ma'dud. Here are some more examples. The 4 books, al-kutubul arba.
In the ninth point, can you explain again?
Yeah. What's happening here is this. It says the final ya, which is pronounced alif, ma'na. So the word normally is ma'na, meaning, which is written alif when a pronoun of jar or nasb is attached to the word. So what they're saying is this. First of all, the way they wrote this is incorrect. There should have been a full stop. The final ya, which is pronounced alif, is written alif when a pronoun of jar and nasb is attached to the word. So here, the word ma'na and kawa. So they have a ya here at the end. Okay. Now what's happening is now a pronoun of jar or nasb is added. So now here, who and who is being added. So what's happening now? Ma'nahu is becoming mudaf and mudaf ilay. So because it became mudaf ilay, we change the ya to an alif, and it becomes ma'nahu. And the word kawa, it means he ironed. Kawa means he ironed. It's a verb. He ironed. Now, what happens? The ya will change into an alif, and the pronoun will be ironed. It will be kawahu. Similarly, it's very similar to what's happened with the ni. We brought in the to protect the harakat of the verb. We brought the noon to protect the harakat of the last letter. This is coming for the ease and making it easy for you to read. Ma'nahu and kawahu. Do you understand that, everyone?
Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum salam.
So this alif, this ma'ana with here is alif maksura. This changes to alif mamduda.
Correct. Correct. So this alif has been added to make it easier for you to understand that there are two words to join together itself. Ma'na and hu. Kawa and hu. So it's just trying to differentiate between the two. One is a pronoun, one is a verb, or one is a noun, and the other is a noun as well. Is that clear now?
Pronoun of jar means it's mudaf ilayh. When the pronoun is coming as mudaf ilayh.
Exactly. When it says that, when a pronoun of jar, it means exactly it's coming as mudaf ilayh. And when it says a nasab, it means that it's coming with a verb, like kawahu, he ironed it.
Like maf'ul bihi.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Not like it is maf'ul bihi. Right. Let's bring Sister Batul Ali, number 10 and 11.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam. Bismillah. There's no Tahira. Tahira hasn't come for 2 weeks. I don't know where she disappeared. Okay, she listened to the recording. She messaged me that. Go ahead.
At-tullabul judadul khamsatu, the 5 new students. Here the number is used as an adjective, and so it means after the ma'dud. Here are some more examples. Al-kitabul arba'atu, the 4 books. Al-rijalu asharatu, the 10 men. As-sahahu sittatu, the 6 authentic books of ahadith. Al-akhwatu al-khamsu, the 5 sisters. Ilal mudiri zahabtum. Here, ilal mudiri has been brought forward for the sake of emphasis. Note the following. Ra'aytu Bilalan, I saw Bilal without emphasis. Bilalan ra'aytu, it was Bilal that I saw with emphasis. The second construction is used in case of doubt or denial.
Straightforward.
Vocabulary? Yeah?
Yep, go ahead.
Do the vocabulary. Okay.
Yes, please.
Narun, fire. Iddatu kutubin, a number of books. Asimatun, capital city. Mukhtalitun, mixed. Kadhalika, like that. Janun, jinn. Hadidun, iron. Hakaza, like this, so. Jarasun, bell. Ahsanti or ahsanta, you have done well, well done. List, qaimatun, ilaqatun, connection. Ma'nan, meaning. Lahzatun, moment. Iddatu as'alatin, a number of questions. Ranna, it rang. Khalaqa, he created. Rafa'a, he raised. Tinun, mud. Hazara, he attended or he was present.
Excellent.
Thank you, Sheikh.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
So in point 11, it says that object comes before the verb in cases where there is a need for emphasis.
Yep.
That's the same as the mubtada muakhar and khabar muqaddam, the same thing for emphasis?
No. So that a good question you've asked. Now this is happening because this sentence is a verbal sentence. So these are verbal sentences. So now what's happening is so if you see the harakat, it's bilalan. It's not bilalun, it's bilalan. It's still having a fatha tanween, but the maf'ul is coming before the verb itself. Now, when we have the mubtada muakhar or the khabar muqaddam, it's because the actual nouns itself, for example, the mubtada is not having the alif lam, it's indefinite, like rajulun. The word rajulun is indefinite. It does not have alif lam. In that scenario, the khabar will come before the mubtada. So we will say fil dari or fil bayti rajulun. We won't say rajulun fil bayti. That's incorrect. We'll say fil bayti rajulun. In the house is a man.
So that's for emphasis as well? For in the house? No emphasis there.
No, there's no emphasis. It's just the way how to construct a sentence when the actual subject is indefinite. Here, so if you want to do emphasis, for example, if you want to do emphasis, for example, for the fa'il, this is the way, for example, if you want to, how can you, is there emphasis of a mubtada khabar? You can't do a mubtada. So the mubtada khabar, the only way you can do emphasis of mubtada khabar is to bring inna itself in the beginning.
Okay.
That's the way of doing emphasis. But if you want to do emphasis of a verb, of a fi'l and fa'il, for example, if you want to do emphasis here, Bilal and Ra'aytu, here's an emphasis on the object, Bilal. So if you want to do emphasis on the doer, if you want to do the emphasis on the doer of a verb, then you will bring the doer of the verb before the verb. For example, if I said Ja'a Zaydun, what's the translation? Zayd?
Came.
Zayd came. So Zayd came, it's a normal verbal sentence. Now, if you said Zaydun Ja'a, Zaydun, look at the harakat. Zaydun Ja'a. Now, because Zaydun is dhamma tanween, and any noun which comes in the beginning of a sentence will be treated as mubtada. So Zayd is mubtada, Ja'a is a verb. And as you know, that all verbs can have either of them. It can either have a noun which comes after the verb to be the fa'il, or the alternative is the pronouns which are either attached to the verb or hidden in the verb will become the fa'il. So in this case, when we say Zaydun Ja'a, there is an emphasis on the person who's performing the action. The translation in this sentence, Zaydun Ja'a, Zayd, he came. In contrast to Ja'a Zaydun, Zayd came.
So Sheikh, in the same thing, this is Kulsum.
Yes, I know.
Exactly the number 11. Because I was initially looking at that second sentence, Bilal and Ra'aytu.
Yep.
I thought just because it is mansub, is that what is causing it to be? Because I was looking at it first as a mubtada khabar, but it can't be mubtada because it is mansub. It is not.
Exactly. So what's happened here? I'll tell you now. This book hasn't mentioned this. Now, what will happen here now? Thank you for raising this point. Now, I'm going to explain something which is not in this book. Now, how the grammarians will say now this is that Bilalan, we don't understand why the word Bilalan is coming fatha tanween. Now, the grammarians will say now, don't you know? There is a hidden verb. Now, this is the thing about there's in Arabic grammar, you bring in to whenever you're in a problem, you bring in something just to solve the problem. So what you will say that before this Bilal, which is coming before the verb, there was another verb before it. Ra'aytu Bilalan Ra'aytu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bilal is a definite. It's not indefinite. Like
No. It's indefinite because it was fatha tanween. It's definite. Yeah, it's definite. It's a proper noun. That's right. It's a proper noun. But these proper nouns can't take the tanweens. It's getting the fatha and tanween because it's an object for a verb. Only either a noun will get a fatha tanween if it's an object for a verb, or it's the ism of inna and the other nouns as well, other prepositions. Clear?
So if you said inna Bilal and Ra'aytu, surely I saw Bilal.
Indeed, Bilal. Then if you want to say that, you will say this way then. Inna Bilalan Ra'aytuhu.
رأيته. Okay, okay. So for
Indeed,
sure.
Bilal, I saw him.
Okay.
You could do it that way as well.
Okay.
Right. Is this clear so far?
Yes, thank you, Sheikh.
Right. Let's start the lesson. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not going the wrong way. Start. Okay. I'm going to divide this into paragraphs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask, first to come forward. Let's bring, okay, can I, this is difficult, ya Allah. Right, can I ask, Sister Zahra, can I ask you 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4.5, read these 4.5 paragraphs, and then I'll bring after that Sister Sabira, Kanji, then Sister Zebu Nisa, and then Sister Butul, and so for the rest of the students as well. Go ahead. دخل
المدرس الفصل ووجد فيه 15 طالبة فقط.
طالبا not طالبة طالبا فقط.
طالبا فقط. So now
Translate.
translation.
Yes.
The teacher entered the classroom and he found in it 15 students only. فقال لهم, so he said to them, أين الطلاب الجدد الخمسة الذين جاءوا أمس? Where are the 5 new students who came yesterday? قال عبد الله, Abdullah said, حضروا اليوم وخرجوا قبل قليل. They were present
Yep.
today and they left, exited a while ago.
Yeah, قبل قليل means a short while ago.
A short while ago. أظن أنهم ذهبوا إلى المدير. I think that they went to the principal.
Correct.
رجع الطلاب الخمسة بعد قليل فقال لهم المدرس. The 5 students returned after a while, a short while. So the teacher said to them, إلى المدير ذهبتم يا أبنائي? Did you go to the principal, O my sons?
Jazakallah. Is that clear for everyone? Yes? Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Brilliant. Sister Sabira Kanji, can you come to the next paragraph? قالوا
قالوا نعم ذهبنا إليه لأننا ما وجدنا أسماءنا في القائمة.
Translate. They said,
yes, we went to him because we could not find our names in the list.
Excellent.
جلس المدرس وقال, the teacher who was sitting, who sat, said, أقرأتم درس الأمس يا أبنائي?
means read.
Did you read the lesson yesterday, oh boys?
No, did you read yesterday's lesson?
Or did you read yesterday's lesson, oh boys?
Oh, my sons. No, Abnai. Oh, my sons.
Oh, my sons, sorry. Kala, Abnai.
Kala at-tullabu, the student said.
Kala at-tullabu, the student said, Naam. Qara'nahu wa katabnahu wa hafidhnahu. Yes, we read it. We read it, we wrote it, and we memorized it.
Excellent.
Qala al-mudarrisu, the teacher said, Fahimtumuhu, did you understand it? Qalu, they said, Naam, fahimnahu jayyidan. Yes, we understood it really well. Ma ashala hadha darasa. what questions,
Easy. How easy?
oh, sorry, well, how easy is this lesson?
Excellent. Sister Sabira Kanji, do you remember you said that Arabic is really difficult? Book 2 is so difficult. Do you remember that?
Yes. I
And
do
how are
remember.
And how are you performing now? MashaAllah, very well.
Alhamdulillah. It's, when it's reading, it kind of makes sense, but when you analyze the grammar, it's really tough. Grammar is really tough.
Well, things that we have pretty much covered about 50% of the grammar already through this book itself. So when I'll go through that book of Tasir al-Nahu, the rest of the 50%, because you've got some basic understanding of Kana, Laysa, Inna, these are the things which call it challenging. Alhamdulillah, everyone is doing really, really well, which I'm really happy that we are now heading towards ripening of the fruits that you are going to see the results now, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah, inshallah.
Thank you. Sister Zebunisa, next paragraph, please.
Okay, this ma askala will be the Pelu Taj.
Yes, yes.
So what's the way of identifying it? The ma comes before the
Ma,
verb?
yeah, ma comes in and it comes on the pattern of ma af'ala.
Af'ala, like
Yeah.
the form
Ma
4 we did.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And also, ad-darsa is coming as maf'ul bihi, fatha as wa mansub.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And even the exclamation mark there, it shows the
exactly
sentence of wonder. Yeah. So Kala Abdurrahman said, Ana ma fahimtu fihi thalatha kalimatin. I did not understand in it 3 words.
Excellent.
Kala al-mudarrisu. The teacher said, Ma hiya, what are they? Kala Abdurrahman said, Qara'na bid-darsi hazihi jumlata. I read in this lesson these sentences. Ada jaddi minal hurtumi.
The word ada, the root word is auda. Ain, waw, dal. That's the root word, ain, waw, dal. And it changed to ada, which means he returned. Who returned? Jaddi. My grandfather.
Returned minal hurtum.
Khartoum is a city of, I think, Sudan.
Sudan, yes. Fama ma'ana hadhihi al-kalimati thalathi. So which are this the meaning of these sentences, 3 sentences?
No, 3 words. Fama ma'ana hadhihi al-kalimati thalath. What are the meaning of these 3 words?
These 3 words. Qala al-mudarrisu. The teacher said, Ada ma'anaha raja'a. Ada, its meaning is raja'a, he returned. Wal jaddu ma'anaha, and jaddu is the meaning is Abu Abi, the father of father, Abu Ummi, the father of mother. Wa Khurtum is Asimatu Sudan. The capital of Sudan is Khartoum. The capital of Sudan is Khartoum. Fahimta, did you understand? Qala Abdurrahman, Al-an fahimtu. Now I understood.
Brilliant. Sister Batul Ali, can you come on the mic, please?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam, bismillah. Thumma fataha.
ثم فتح المدرس كتابه وقرأ درسا جديدا.
Full stop. Let's translate. Now I'm going to ask you a question and dissect this now for you. Now, fataha. What is fataha? A verb or a noun?
Fataha is a verb.
Correct. Al-mudarrisu. Why is it coming with a dhamma?
Because it has al in the beginning.
Correct. And why?
It's a definite.
It's definite. And what position does al-mudarrisu have after fataha? Is it the, why is it with dhamma? Al-mudarrisu. Why? What does a verb require?
Object.
A verb
Verb.
require a
A
doer.
doer. Exactly. So al-mudarrisu is a doer, and it's been highlighted by the dhamma. Fataha al-mudarrisu. And
Mhm.
what did the teacher open?
Kitab, book. Kitabuhu.
Kitab. Is it buhu or is it harakat something else?
Kitabuhu.
Yeah. Why is it mansub? Why does the ba have a fatah? What does a verb
Someone
require?
else.
What does a verb require? A verb requires a doer,
A
verb,
doer,
and a
verb, and a subject.
not subject. What?
Verb requires a doer.
And a
Mudarisu kitabuhu.
kitabahu. What did the teacher
Maf'ul
open?
bihi.
Exactly. Maful bihi.
Maf'ul bihi, yeah.
What in English? What do you call maful bihi?
Maf'ul
Object.
bihi. Object, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
kitabahu.
maf'ul bihi is an object, okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
So kitabahu, the ba is getting a fatah because it's the object of fataha.
Or fataha, yeah.
Wa
Open the
qara'a,
book. Open
yeah.
the book, yeah.
The teacher
So
opened
so
his
here-
book.
So here will be fi'lun, fa'il, and mafulun bi.
Correct. Fi'il, fa'il, and maf'ul bihi.
maf'ul. Okay.
Correct.
So fail is fatha, fa'il is mudarisu, and maf'ul bihi is kitabuhu.
Correct. Wa qara'a darsan jadidan. And translate the sentence. Qara'a means he read.
He read darasan, yeah, like lesson, new
Yeah.
lesson.
So why is it darsan? What relation jadidan has with darsan?
Muzafin, no.
Muzaf.
It's sorry, darasan jadidan. It's adjective.
Correct. It's a
yeah.
sifa mawsuf. So
Sifa
jadidan,
mawsuf, yeah.
jadidan is an adjective for dars explaining. So it's sifa mawsuf.
Yeah, and
why is
both
it
has a same, both has a
Fatha tanween.
fatha tanween. Yeah.
Why is it with a fatha tanween? Why can I not say darsun jadidun?
Darsun jadid.
Yeah. Why not?
Because if jadidun will come first, then it will be
No. Always, whenever you need to look at the beginning of the sentence is beginning with a verb.
verb. Okay.
Wa qara'a. Who read?
Well, teacher.
Exactly. So if the teacher is reading, what is she reading?
She is reading a book
Darsan.
or a lesson. Yeah,
Exactly.
new lesson.
Exactly. So
the noun. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
darsan jadidan is again maf'ul.
Maf'ul bihi.
Correct. Is this sinking in?
Yeah.
Next one.
In one sentence, there are so many. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
خلق الله الشمس والقمر والنجوم. So Allah created the moon and the sun, moon and stars. Wal arza wal bihara, and the earth and the water. Oceans. Wa khalaqa kulla shay'un. And he created everything.
Excellent.
Wa khalaqal insana min teen, and he created the humans min teen, from
clay.
From clay. Okay, from earth or clay. Yeah. From clay. Summa qama wa kataba hadha ad-darsa ala suburati.
Yeah.
Suburati. So summa qama wa kataba.
Qama means he stood up.
He stood up.
Yeah. Qama means to stand up.
And summa.
And then?
Verily. And then he stood up and wa kataba hadha, and wrote.
Yep. What did he write?
Wrote this lesson.
Excellent.
in a week. No. Wrote this lesson on the Subur mountains. No. Saburati.
Blackboard.
Yeah, blackboard.
On the blackboard. Okay.
Yeah.
On the blackboard. On the blackboard. Okay.
Yeah, al-saburati means blackboard. Correct. Right. Jazakallah. Thank you for that. Now I'm going to ask who's next going to be. Sister Farhana, can you do the next paragraph? To jam'uha samawatun. And then after Sister Farhana, I will ask MW, Mukarrama Walji. And then after Mrs. Mukarrama, Sayyid Sajid. And then Sister Umar.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam. Go ahead. Rafa'a Muhammadun.
رفع محمد يده وقال Muhammad raised his hand and said ما معنى الطين يا أستاذ? What is the meaning of teen, or teacher? قال المدرس, teacher said الطين معناه التراب المختلط بالماء. The meaning of clay is
مختلط means mixed.
Mud mixed with water.
Yes.
ورفع فيصل يده, and Faisal raised his hand. وقال له المدرس, teacher said to him.
No, ورفع فيصل يده. Faisal raised his hand.
Faisal raised his hand. فقال له المدرس, teacher said to him. عندك سؤال يا فيصل? Do you have a question, O Faisal?
Excellent.
قال فيصل, Faisal said نعم, yes. عندي سؤال, I have a question. البحار جمع البحر.
Is
البحار is the جمع of بحر.
Correct.
قال المدرس, teacher said نعم. هو كذلك.
It is like that.
It is
like that. Correct.
قام الحسن وقال, Hassan stood up and said ما جمع السماء يا أستاذ? What is the plural of السماء? قال المدرس, teacher said جمعها سماوات. Its plural is سماوات.
Excellent. Jazakallah.
Okay.
Let me get Sister Mukarrama to the Sister Mukarrama, can you do this paragraph in the middle, please?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ثم سأل مدرس الطلاب عدة أسئلة.
Correct.
So the teacher asked the students some questions.
That does
Number of questions.
Yeah, several questions.
المدرس من خلقك يا إبراهيم? Oh Ibrahim, who created you?
Correct.
Ibrahim, خلقني الله. Allah created me.
Correct.
المدرس من خلقكم يا أبنائي? The teacher asked, who created you, O my sons? Al-Jam'u, everyone together. خلقنا الله. Allah created us. Al-Mudarrisu man khalaqani ya Abbas? The teacher asked, who created me, ya Abbas? Abbas, khalaqaka Allahu. Allah created you. Al-Mudarrisu man khalaqa ash-shamsa ya Abdullah? The teacher asked, who created the sun, O Abdullah? O servant of Allah, O slave of Allah? Abdullah replied, khalaqaha Allahu. Allah created the sun. Allah created it. Al-Mudarrisu wa man khalaqa al-qamara ya Abdurrahman? The teacher asked, who created the moon, ya Abdurrahman, O Abdurrahman? Abdurrahman khalaqahu Allahu. Abdurrahman replied, Allah created it.
Jazakallah. Thank you. Sister Sayyid Sajid Kazmi, can you start, and then I'll bring the next page up.
Okay. Yaqub, يا أستاذ عندي سؤال ليست له علاقة بالدرس. Oh teacher, my question isn't له علاقة related to the lesson.
Yep.
المدرس ما هو? What is it? يعقوب قرأت في كتاب in the book, I read in the book أن النجوم أبعد من الشمس. I read in the book stars
That the stars are further away
from the sun.
Correct.
أصحيح هذا? Is it correct?
Correct.
Is this correct? المدرس نعم هذا صحيح. Yes, this is correct. مما خلق الله الإنسان يا عثمان. مما خلق الله. From what Allah created humans.
Yep.
Osman. Usman خلق الله الإنسان من طين. Allah created humans from mud.
Correct.
المدرس أحسنت يا عثمان. Well done يا عثمان. ومما خلق الله الجنة يا أبا بكر. And did Allah create?
And from what
jinns?
Allah
created jinns. Ya Abu Bakr. Oh Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr خلق الله الجنة من نار. And Abu Bakr said that the jinns were created from fire.
Correct.
المدرس كيف عرفت ذلك يا أبو بكر? How do you know this, O Abu Bakr?
How do you know that? How do you know that?
How do you know that, O Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr عرفت ذلك من القرآن الكريم. I know that from the Quran, noble Quran. فجاء في سورة الأعراف أن إبليس قال لله. And it said فجاء, it came in Surah, it says in Surah A'raf, O Iblis, Allah said, Ana khairun minhu. I'm better than them. I'm better than them. خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين. I was created from fire and they were created from mud.
خلقتني, you created me from fire. وخلقته, and you created him from the mud.
Oh, خلقتني, you created me from fire and you created them from mud.
Yeah, him. Adam alayhi salam.
Oh, him. Yes. Okay. المدرس أحسنت يا أبو بكر. Well done, O Abu Bakr. كم سماء أن خلق الله يا Abdullah. How many skies Allah created, O Abdullah? Or how many heavens? Abdullah خلق الله سبع سماوات. Abdullah answered, خلق الله سبع سماوات. Allah created 7 heavens.
Thank you, brother. Sister Huma, can you do the last paragraph?
المدرس وفي كم يوم خلق الله السماوات والأرض يا عبد الرحمن. And how many days did God create the skies and the earth? Ya O Abdul Rahim.
Rahman.
Abdul Rahman.
Abdul
خلق الله السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام. God created the skies or the heaven, if you want to say, and the earth in 7 days. 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days. Haza sahihun. That's correct. قال الله تعالى في كثير من الآيات إنه خلق 7 سماوات. This is correct. God, he said, God, Allah.
Allah said in many ayats.
How many ayats? Innahu khalaqa sab'a samawatin. He created the heavens and 7.
He created 7 heavens.
7 heavens. Qala. He said, Fi Surat al-Ikhlaq.
Surah Talaq.
It is in the Surat Talaq.
Correct.
Allahu lazi khalaqa sab'a samawatin. Allah
Is that or who?
is that who created 7 heavens.
Excellent.
Wa kazalika qala fi kasirin, and he said fi
In many
kasir,
in many ayats, in many verses.
in many verses, innahu khalaqa samawatin wal arz, and he spoke about
Indeed, that he
created the skies and the earth fi sittati ayamin, in 7 days.
Sitta, 6.
6 days.
Yeah, 6 days.
Sittata fi.
Yeah.
Faqala, and he said, Surat al-Hudayd.
Hadid. The Surah al-Hadid, yeah.
Huwa allazi khalaqa as-samawati wal arza fi sittati ayamin.
Excellent.
And he said he created the skies and the earth in 6 days. Fi hazihil al-zati.
Al-lahzati. Fi hadhihi al-lahzati. In this moment.
Lahzati run al-jarasa fa farajal mudarrisu min al-fasli.
Correct. في هذه اللحظة رن الجرس فخرج المدرس من الفصل. Correct. So in this moment.
In that moment,
the bell rang.
And the teacher exited from the classroom.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Thank you ever so much. Sister Kulthum, would you like to come on? Or would you like to remain passive listener?
I think I'm so far behind, so I'm learning by listening. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Because they're pretty much in lesson 9, so it's good even listening in it because it just increases your vocabulary. It tweaks the ears. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Right. I'm not going to do the exercises now because it's already 10 past 11. No, 10 past. Yeah, it's 10 past 10. Not 11, 10 past 10. So I will leave the exercises for the next lesson. The lesson on, exercise is a bit long. So it'll probably take me a half an hour to finish this. And then we've got one more lesson left. Lesson number 10.
So Sheikh, do you have the class in Ramadan?
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to arrange a class before Shahr Ramadan. So I can, if I can offer Thursday class, but the time which I'll have to offer, it will have to be probably, well, it has to be before Maghriban.
Sheikh, can we do a Friday? Would Friday be?
What time Friday?
Friday, anytime after 6, maybe.
I can do
6.
after Friday, 8:30.
Okay,
or 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock
no
Friday.
problem. No problem. If other people agree.
It's 9 o'clock okay with everyone on Friday? It'll be the same time as today, 9 o'clock. Or probably could try to squeeze in 8:30, which would be 11:30 from Dubai time.
Yeah, but both are okay.
Yes, Sheikh.
Yeah,
Fine.
Fine.
Okay, so inshallah,
Yes, Sheikh, that's okay.
8:30, inshallah, on Friday, we will have the last class before Shahr Ramadan to finish off the whole book. So at least we finished off the whole book before Shahr Ramadan, inshallah. Okay?
Inshallah.
Can I just interrupt, Maulana?
Yes.
So we've got the exercises left in lesson number 9,
Yes,
and then it'll be lesson number 10.
that's it. And then you're done.
Okay, so that's hooray for everyone. But the thing is, why are we rushing to finish off the book?
The reason why, because I don't want you to be in a situation, because the lesson number 10, it's easy, it's not that long, number 1. Number 2 is that when you're in Shahr Ramadan, you don't have to worry that, oh no, we still got these many lesson devs. So when during Shahr Ramadan, the first few days, or May, if you agree upon, or after Shahr Ramadan, when we come back, we then could do a revision of the whole book of revising, and then we'll do the exam after Shahr Ramadan. So we don't have to worry about, continue the book itself, finish off the lessons. It'll be just a revision of the whole book for preparing for the exam itself.
So
That's
whole
why.
Shah Ramadan is holiday.
Not holiday as such. Now, what I put forward the first couple of days, I was going to talk about Shahr Ramadan. Those who want to attend can attend. I'm probably going to keep it about 5 o'clock UK time. Those who can attend, will be about Shahr Ramadan, about Imsak, the time difference between us and the other communities, why we open our fast later than them, these topics. And then also, I was planning to start some of the short surahs of Juz 29, Surah Mulk, go through them, and also do Surah Baqarah. I was going to go through as much as I can of Surah Baqarah with the breakdown of the verbs, sentences, and increase your vocabulary and verb practice as well, so that you start getting familiar with the Arabic text itself of the Quran. So that was the plan.
So we have this class on a Tuesday, 5 o'clock.
No, so what I'm planning to do is 2 days. So with 2 classes during the weekdays and 2 classes on the weekend. So for the American students, there'll be 2 classes. Will be different classes. So 2 on the weekdays, it may be from Surah Baqarah, and on the weekends I'll do the short surahs with the American students. So you have a variety of what you want to attend itself. So the timings will be only 4 classes a week, but you have the choice of whichever class you want to attend.
So Sheikh, the group would be the same, like fast track and late night. This one.
No, I'm not going to do that because of iftar. It will be just one timing itself. It will be like set timing, 5 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock UK time, or 4:30, whatever the timing is fixed. I'm going to look at the timing, what suits everyone. I think probably more than likely I'll try to either be 5 o'clock, or I can do 4:30 or 5:30, because after that we've got programs in the mosque, so it's been difficult to do it later classes slightly.
Yeah, so no, Sheikh, I was asking the group, the same group, you'll put the links in, the same one?
What I'll do, the group which we have already for the Alan Jones Arabic through the Quran, everyone's pretty much in that groups already. So I'll use those groups, and I'll send the links in the other groups as well. So if you want to join in that group, because I don't want to mix the different topics with the other subjects itself. So I'll keep the other groups and I'll use those groups instead, inshallah.
Okay.
Any other questions from anyone?
So timings you said, Sheikh, 5 or 5:30. The day will be Tuesday.
Days,
Thursday?
No,
days,
probably maybe I'll keep Monday or Wednesday, so that at least you have the gap between the 2 days, Monday or Wednesday. Or if you want, if Tuesday is a good day, I'm happy to do Tuesday as well.
Yeah, Tuesday, please.
I'm pretty flexible. I have no problem.
If everybody, because Monday, I can't do on Monday, but it depends on other people
that's fine.
as well.
That's fine. If you want Tuesday, then it will have to be Tuesday and Wednesday, 2 days on top then.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday or Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday.
And Friday.
Yeah,
Tuesday or
and
Friday.
Thursday. Yeah, that's okay. Tuesday and
Tuesday and Friday, because at least you got a gap between the 2 days. So Tuesday and Friday I can do that as well. Okay.
Yeah, I think that will be okay.
Okay. Any other questions from anyone? Sister Sabira Kanji, does that answer your question as well? Why am I trying to finish the book?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Yeah, because everything's fresh in the mind, so everything will be easily be able to absorb, and then you have the recordings to listen into as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And normally,
so Sheikh, after Ramadan, we'll have the whole revision, then exam. Yeah.
Yes. We'll probably have about 3 or 4 revision sessions, and then we'll do the exams, inshallah.
Okay. Inshallah.
Okay, Sayyidina, can you recite Dua Faraj to end the session, please?
Yeah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة ولي وحافظ وقائد والناصر ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكن أرضك طوعا وتمتع فيها طويلا. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Jazakallah khair. Sister Farhana, everything okay with you as well? Because I know you